Hello, hello, heart and soul. This has been a process, this video today. I have recorded this video 4 times and I'm hoping this one sticks. It just keeps cutting off the camera. So like at about the 5 minute mark when I'm like really into it, that's one. So here I go again. So welcome to my channel, Heart and Soul. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jessica. For those of you who do know me, thank you so much for coming back and watching my videos and the likes and the comments. I really appreciate that. So basically, before I get into the video today, I just wanted to do an update video. So if you could please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please like, please share, please comment below. Let me know anything that you want me to know. So for today's video, first of all, I apologize that it's been 3 weeks since I've recorded something. I had no idea it was that long. Time just goes so fast, gets away from you. So I just wanted to do this video so you guys know I'm still there. And so I just wanted to do an update about court. We had court September 2nd for the same thing, which is, way back child support and never paying. Now, this is like, he's a repeat offender when it comes to not paying child support. And so he's got like 10 warrants. He owes $40,000 since 2019. I mean, it's ridiculous. So every 6 months, they say they're going to arrest him or they're going to put a warrant out or, whatever. So none of that ever happens. And we have court every 6 months with the same outcome, which is nothing. Nothing happens. Well, we're going to put another warrant out instead of just going and picking him up, because he probably lives, and matter of fact, he lives in the same spot that he's always lived. So it's not hard to find him. So for some reason, he just keeps getting by, and I don't get it. I don't know how this guy keeps slipping by. And I just want my daughter to have what she deserves, what she's entitled to from her father, what he should be supplying her with, which is taking care of her, whatever she needs, And if you're not going to be there emotionally, physically, be there financially. That is your job. That is your part of a parent. And if you're not in that child's life at all or not, you still made that child's still there, still needs to be taken care of. Get it together. It's not about you, it's about the kids. So, he has an issue with me or whatever, and that's fine. I could care less. I don't like him at all. But I'm also not going to be, a fifth grader and be ridiculous about it. It's about my daughter, what's best for her, and that's it. So, but anyway, so I'm sitting, we still have COVID restrictions with all our government buildings. And so the court was over the phone. So I'm like, oh, perfect. So I called the courthouse earlier that day to make sure that they had my phone number. That way they can say, oh, no, you missed it because of this or whatever. I made sure. And so I spoke with the woman and she was like, yep, it's updated, blah, blah, blah. They'll call you it too. So I'm like, oh, perfect. So can't wait to see what happens, because it's always the same outcome. Nothing ever happens. And so it's kind of like a joke when I see child support court, because I know absolutely nothing is going to happen. And it's super annoying and really frustrating, but I show up to every single court date, even though I don't have to be there. I'm there to represent my daughter, and so that's what I do. And he never shows up. He has never shown up except for one time, and that's because he got arrested and he wanted his bail money back. That's the only reason that he showed up to that court date. And every court date after that, he's never been to. And it's been 2.5 years. So they never call. Court never calls me at 2 o'clock. Never. And so I'm like, okay, well, they didn't need me, they said. They didn't need me. So I don't know what that means, but it'll be the same thing that's happened, which is no child support. And so I'm just trying to get her what's hers, you know, what she's entitled to. So I'll never stop going to court, but it just makes no sense how this is still even a problem. Like, how are you getting stimulus checks? I'm sure he got every stimulus check you could ever get. Um, Taxes, that stuff is supposed to be being garnished and sent to her. And I'm not quite sure where the loophole is in this, that it's not, but I really need to figure that out because this is just going to keep happening. You know, there's no reason for him to feel nervous or pay because it's like, you know what I mean? They keep saying it and never doing it, saying never doing it. He knows he's good. So that's the part that sucks. But keep my fingers crossed that, you know, something happens. So I also just wanted to talk about, hold on, I'm sorry. Oh, yes. So my daughter has this program. It's called Self-Direction. And they give her a budget each year. 21 and under is a much less budget, usually under 50,000. But after you turn 21, because then you will be going, you're out of the school age, you're going into either the program age, either Dayhab or whatever you're in after school. So your budget increases because now it's like, you know, you're considered independent. So it skyrocketed. And so that gives you money for education and for a Dayhab program, transportation to get your child there and back. It gives you money to hire your own staff, whoever you want. They have to be hired through Epi Prelude. They have to be hired through that. But once you're in that, you can hire whoever you want. So it's a great program because then you can pick people you want for your child. You don't have to worry about, like, you know, being handed people that don't have your child's best interest. So I am actually I'm putting an ad out right now. I am actually looking for someone full time. It's flexible hours, but 40 hours a week. You start out at $18 an hour with the potential to make up to $25 an hour. My daughter has sensory issues, so she loves to drive in the car. I mean, she would literally ride from, like, if you could drive from, like, here to China, right? She would drive that in one shot. She loves it. So driving is like a big part of her, I would say, like, her plan, her life plan. And so I'm just looking for somebody that's wants a full-time job, that knows what autism and epilepsy entail, you know, that's stable and looking, you know, to, I don't know, just, I need her, like, until she can get into a day program, I need someone to teach her those things. Like, I teach her little, you know, everyday skills, but, you know, I'm no a teacher like these teachers specialize in people with special needs. So we need that. She needs that. I can't give her that. I mean, I can only do what I know. And so we are just looking for someone to work during the days now, but when she goes to Dayhab program, then I'll need somebody for, like, evenings and weekends. So if anybody would love to come work here, please apply to Epilepsy Prelude or Epi, EPI, .com. And I mean, there's so many great jobs, so many great people, but I just thought I would put that out there. We are near upstate New York, about a half an hour away from Rochester, south. So anybody in that area or know anybody, maybe you live in another state and you know somebody in New York, that's fantastic, looking for a great job. And I'm looking for somebody great. That's really who I'm looking for. And so I'm going to be going through some applications. I did get some applications from some people, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm so thankful for this budget because it just allows you to, make sure your person is set up for their most productive life. I mean, it gives you this budget you would never ever be able to pay for. I know I wouldn't, out of pocket. Like, people don't have money like that. And so it's nice that, and my daughter was also, um, she was also approved for ABA, which is, it's a program, um, that it gives you all like your sensory and different type of just different types of programming, different like speech, OT, PT, occupational therapy, physical, all your like really, and it's just like a more intense program way of learning. Um, it's just it's an amazing program, and we were I don't even know how we got into it, but we were approved for it, and I'm super excited to get her into that program. She needs certain therapies, like, they can do like an art therapy or music. They really, really emphasize those sensory and tactile things. Can't think of the word, but it's super exciting. So that's another great update with that. I actually have all great updates. Then we had a caseworker that was not doing her job. And I find that a lot. Like, I feel like I get stuck with people who really just don't feel like they have to do their part, or they know that I'm the type of parent, I'm going to go do it and get it anyway. So I don't feel like they have to help me as much as, they think they do. But I don't know. But I still need the help. I'm still coming to because I need to get referrals for certain things, like when you're going for a day hab program for your daughter or your son or your whoever your person, you have to have referrals through a caseworker out in the community. You have to have referrals to go even look at those places. You can't just walk right up into a day hab and say, I want to check this out. It has to be set up through the state, so, or whatever program that you're going to. So I need her for those things. And when she's not reaching out and doing that, or putting my daughter on a list that she should have been on, at least a year ago, or if not 6 months ago, before she graduated school, those things weren't being done. And so now that it's time to do those things, now my daughter has nowhere to go. She has no day hab program to go to. So now we're like out there, scrambling, trying to find something when it should have been done. And, like I told that girl, like, this is barely a job for you. This is my life. This is my daughter's life. This is everything. This is not a joke. And so I fired her, and I got a new girl like the very next, not, I think it was that same day, or maybe the very next day. And she's awesome. She jumped right in and started, she did more in one phone call than this other chick did in 2 years. So, what's that tell you? So now I have really, really good around the board, I would say, really good caseworkers and care coordinators. So I feel very lucky about that. I feel like I'm actually going to be able to get my daughter what she needs, with the group I have right now. And then switching the doctor is a big thing. Because if you do not feel comfortable or satisfied with how your doctor is, I guess, taking care of your child, then you have the right to move them. You need to see somebody else, because if he would allow that withdrawal to happen, and I'm telling you, listen, she's running out of meds. She's gonna go through withdrawals if you don't give her medication, and for that to be okay, that's crazy to me. And my kid is sitting over here sick. She's vomiting, and so it's just not okay. So, now with the new doctor, I think that's going to be awesome. And just looking into the day hab programs. And also I was talking to my husband, and I was thinking that I should do like a 3-part, I don't know what you call it, 3-part series on schizophrenia. I want to, interview him, ask him some questions, and then I want him to just tell his story. But I was going to do it in different parts, like, how how schizophrenia and depression work together, or, you know, like issues he's had with trying to get the help that he needs because, like I was saying, you would never know that he's struggling with what he struggles with. And so other people don't see it either, so they tend not to believe him and think he's making this whole thing up, the schizophrenia up. And for 30 years, like who's going to do that for 30 years and tell the same stories over and over? Nobody. And, like who wants to tell somebody that they hear voices that other people don't hear? So people can look at you crazy. Like no one's going to do that. So, and then like the anxiety that goes along with what he has. And so I was just going to break it up like that. And, yeah, so I was just checking to make sure that I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. But yeah, so I just wanted to do this update, and also you probably noticed I dyed my hair mermaid, so I went for it. And that's pretty much it. That's everything that's new. I am going to work on that schizophrenia video, but I do appreciate you for watching. Please like, please share, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. You will be seeing more from me as soon as I can get my monkey into a program. I can have my days and stuff. So right now I'll just be doing it when she's sleeping and trying to get a video in here and there. So I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you soon. Bye.